right, she is a historian at Duke University and author of the best-selling book, Democracy in Chains, The Deep History of the Radical Right Stealth Plan for America. Nancy MacLean, back with us. Nancy, good to see you. And he is the Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist and writer for the New York Times daily newsletter of the morning. David Leonhardt is over here. David, great to welcome you to the show. All right, so I want to pick up on something I was talking about in the monologue. Maybe this is not the most important issue in America. I don't know. But I can't take my eyes off it like a car accident. It's this, it seems like in a very short time, the Republicans have become obsessed with pedophilia. And I remember when pedophilia was like the worst thing you could ever call somebody a pedophile, and now it's like casually thrown up by senators. What happened to my good friend from across the aisle? You know, I mean, that now it's a pedophile? This is coming from QAnon, right? I mean, it was only a couple of years ago, we were making fun of QAnon like it was such a fringe thing. I pretended I was Q. I mean, I really am. Does this mean it's mainstream Republicanism now?
Absolutely. I mean, I think what we've seen is the Republican Party go off the rails to the MAGA faction, and they're making the Make America Great Again faction.
Oh, MAGA,
which is now dominating the party ranks, but also the party's elected officials. And, you know, you see this also, I think it's very important to point out, this is coming from very smart people, some of them in office. Ted Cruz, Josh Hawley, between them, they have degrees from 4 of the most elite universities in America, Princeton, Yale, Stanford, and what's the other one, Harvard. And yet they are engaging in this absurdity. Why? Because they're playing to this QAnon base for voters, but also, and I think this is crucial, they understand that their party has no popular policy positions. So they, you know, Democrats are for reducing prescription drug costs, thank you. Democrats are for reducing the crazy costs of prescription drugs. They're for living wages. They're for action on the climate, all these things that are tremendously popular. So perversely, I think that this focus on pedophiles is a way of recognizing that they've left the normal constitutional and policy universe to play to these voters because they have nothing else to offer them except fear.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you were joking about, you were sort of apologizing for bringing it up, right? Saying it can't be the most important thing. But I actually think it is really important because it is this sign of how radicalized the Republican Party has become and how disconnected from truth it's become in some big ways. I mean, when I hear a political argument, whether it's from the right or the left, I always look for what's the grain of truth here? What's the part that's right? And like on the pedophilia argument, the answer is nothing. Right? I mean, these are just lies about Ketanji Brown Jackson, about Mitt Romney, about all this stuff.
Well, yeah, about that part of it. But look, Jeffrey Epstein, okay, Sex Island. I'm just saying, by running a pedophile ring for the world's elite, it just looked bad to the people who think that maybe the world's elite are running a pedophile ring. I'm not saying that's really what was going on. I mean, it was going on. Look who was on Sex Island. Like a lot of, okay. So I'm not saying.
It was bipartisan.
And also, I would like to also, it was bipartisan. Men, yes. Well. But it was, I don't know what.
We don't do this stuff.
I don't know what party Prince Andrew's in.
Promise.
We had Bill Clinton. We had Alan Dershowitz, George Mitchell. I mean, there was a lot of people there. Look, there's George Mitchell. I mean, this guy, why is this guy on Sex Island? I mean,
look, there are people who do horrible things, including powerful people, right? John Chait in New York Magazine did the list of Republicans who have done things like this, right? I mean, Donald Trump has been accused of walking in on underage people in their dressing room.
Yes.
There was a Republican Speaker of the House who did all kinds of horrible things to children. And so there are powerful people that do horrible things. But this notion that, like, the Democratic Party is grooming.
No, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
But let's not forget, this idea about raising the issue of pedophilia and saying it's rampant in America was for a long time a liberal cause. And they weren't wrong. I remember the first person to do it was Roseanne in the 90s, was talking about pedophilia. And I remember, including myself, was like, oh, really? It's that widespread? And then we all got the hint. Oh, and then the movie Dolores Claiborne came out. And then we got, oh, yeah, you know what? This is kind of rampant in America. Now, how it migrated to a conspiracy is a different story. I think it's because people were like, you know what? It can't be just my stepdad. It has to be George Mitchell.